Now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion. Baldoni directed and acted in the hit film It Ends With Us, which starred Lively as well. 2 weeks ago, Lively sued Baldoni and his production company, alleging harassment on set and a coordinated campaign to attack her reputation. A lawyer for Baldoni called Lively's claims false and outrageous. NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas joins us now.
So, Chloe, this story just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Walk us through what Baldoni is alleging here and just remind viewers how we got to this point.
Sure. So I think in order to explain where we are today, let me just take you back a couple of weeks to kind of talk about how we got here. So a couple weeks ago, you guys might remember on New Year's Day, there were two lawsuits that were filed. Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, claiming harassment took place by Baldoni against her on the set of It Ends With Us, and that an orchestrated smear campaign took place behind the scenes with his PR team. And they had these text messages, and then a little bit before that lawsuit was filed, there was this explosive piece in the New York Times with this very dramatic headline from the publicist saying, "We can bury anyone." Well, on that same day, Justin Baldoni sued the New York Times for libel for $250 million, saying that Blake Lively had conspired with the New York Times to make him look like this bad individual when really it was all Lively. Well, now he's put all of that in a lawsuit against Lively and, like you said, Ryan Reynolds, in which he says, hold on a second, it wasn't me orchestrating a smear campaign against Lively. It was actually Blake Lively, her husband, her PR team, coming at me because we had creative differences over the film. So he is seeking over $400 million. This was filed in New York. It's a civil complaint, not a criminal complaint, but we could see this play out in a courtroom.
And there's so much here, but what is now Blake Lively or her husband, Ryan Reynolds, the actor, what are they saying? Anything?
We haven't heard anything. So right now, it's just this over 100-page complaint. In it, there are emails, there are text messages between Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni. There's also correspondence between Blake Lively's PR team and outlets. And, you know, it's a lot for fans to digest and go through right now. But what Baldoni's team is saying is that they've created a website that they plan to make live in the coming days. It's going to have all of this, a timeline and text messages for the public to read who's interested and make their decision as to whose side they're on.
Thanks for watching.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine. I'm here on this weekend edition, solo dolo, and I just really had to get this out. I wanted to talk about everything going on with Blake Lively, Wendy Williams. So y'all, I'm so sorry I was a few minutes late, but let me tell you, I just watched the This Ends With Us movie. Phenomenal movie, guys. I think this drama with Blake Lively and her co-star Justin Baldoni did a disservice to this movie. It is a great, great story. I don't know if you guys know, but it's based on a book by Colleen Cuttard. It went viral. It had 100 million views on TikTok. In fact, the movie did pretty well. I was surprised to see that it sold $350 million worth of revenue worldwide. I think that that was considered a success. I know we're used to seeing billion-dollar movies as being successes, but the movie industry has changed now that it competes with Prime and Netflix. So I just want to say to everyone, please go check out the movie. It is really, really sad. It talks about domestic violence. I think I was researching for this, and when they promoted this movie, they said it's go in your pastels and wear flowers and go with your girlfriends. And yeah, it is kind of like a chick flick and a love movie, but it's not a love story. It is definitely a must watch. It really shows you how a relationship can turn to from fun and loving to dark and ugly fast. And it really, I think all young girls should really see this movie, guys. I mean, really, it's an inspiring movie. You know, the point of it, I don't want to tell the movie, but basically, please go see it. It is a must watch. But you know why I kind of don't want you to see it? Because I think Blake Lively is a bitch. Yeah, and I said that. Because let me tell you, I believe everything I'm hearing. So let me tell you, honey, she used her little friendship with Taylor Swift and it's backfiring on her. Okay. Justin Baldoni has filed his own counter suit this week. He's saying to her, hey, like, wait a minute. Like, so initially she alleged against him of sexual like she said, essay, like a domestic, like a workplace situation. I I really don't understand fully what he did. It's not making sense to me. It's not clear, other than I think a few inappropriate text messages. But I read the text messages with her and him, and she was very friendly with him. What he alleges and why he's looping Taylor Swift into the lawsuit is that Blake Lively has played up her husband, Ryan Reynolds, who is a top actor in the business, and her friendship with Taylor Swift, who is literally the queen of pop music. So yeah, I can see his point on it, but I think more needs to come out before I can really fully comment. But let me play some clips of Blake Lively to show her character and why people are calling her the name I said. And I don't use that lightly. And I don't like when people say that about women. So it's harshly for me to say that.
Us has been all the talk lately, and unfortunately, with so much attention, Blake Lively has been put in the hot seat on social media. It all started when reporter Kirsty Flaw shared a clip of herself speaking to the actress and her Cafe Society co-star Parker Posey in 2016, which she titled "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job."
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
After the interaction went viral, Kirsty revealed that she's infertile and recalled feeling almost paralyzed by her response. The reporter told the Daily Mail, quote, "To be honest, it hurts because I obviously wasn't pregnant and I could never get pregnant. So to me, that comment was like a bullet." She continued telling the outlet, quote, "It made me feel like a complete failure. I kept going through the interview in my head afterwards, trying to figure out what I had said or done to make Blake and Parker behave like that. It made no sense to me." Another interview resurfaced from 2017 when Blake spoke to DP30 about her movie All I See Is You. When the reporter asked whether she felt free to try everything, she appeared to roll her eyes.
What is the next
What does
5
that
years
mean?
well, in terms of trying, I mean, you apparently are not going to sing if you didn't think you can sing.
I sang in this movie.
Well,
Did you
yeah.
see the movie?
I did see the movie. But I mean,
Fans have also started to notice her behavior while promoting It Ends With Us. Most recently, Blake is receiving backlash for responding to a serious question in reference to the theme of the movie, which is domestic violence, with a joke.
So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could
A video is also going viral on TikTok of Blake dismissing a friendship bracelet from a fan at the movie's London premiere because it doesn't go with her outfit.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm gonna put it here because it doesn't go with my outfit, but I will wear it later.
The public scrutiny of Blake comes along with speculation of a feud between the Gossip Girl star and her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni because the pair have not been promoting the movie together. Industry insiders gave us the exclusive scoop on behind-the-scenes drama, with one saying that Justin made Blake feel uncomfortable about her postpartum body. Who knows what else will come?
Okay, so Blake is mad that she's not a size 2 anymore. Now she's a size 5, or maybe even smaller, but she has a phenomenal body, guys. Shouts out to all the moms out there. I was jealous of her body in the scene. She looked very sexy. She looked beautiful. I watched the movie. So I don't know, who cares if he makes the jokes. Girl, you look better probably now than you did before the baby, because I like your shapes and curves. You look great. And I feel like they really did the issue of domestic violence a disservice and disjustice with all their drama. Blake, you know you're wrong. Let that man go on tour and speak. If you weren't going to be serious about it, maybe he could have shed light. I didn't like how they downplayed domestic violence. I didn't like that they made it seem like this is only an issue women should care about. Go with all your girlfriends and go watch this movie. No, how about you go with your boyfriend who's a little abusive to you and have him see this movie? Maybe to open his eyes. The reality is, folks, domestic violence is a serious, serious, serious issue in this country. 80% of individuals have perpetrated emotional abuse before it becomes physical. Okay. And, I don't like the fact that they did this to this situation. Also, another thing is, it's not just women. I mean, it's not just men that are the perpetrators of this. Women are also involved in domestic violence. If you talk poor to your partner, if you control them, if you manipulate them, that's a form of mental abuse, which is a form of domestic violence. And I am disgusted that this situation was not highlighted. You guys had an opportunity. Blake Lively, I'm talking to you. You had a platform and an opportunity to save young girls' lives, and you ruined it by this drama and this beef with this guy. So yeah, I mean, very, very disappointed. Let me know, guys, after you watch this in the chat, your comments. What do you think about it? Please, again, like my friend Catalia said, it is a must watch. Okay. So definitely go check it out, and definitely, do your own research. I don't think, again, I do say we believe women, but Blake, you're making it hard for women that really do suffer from sexual harassment to be believed in this situation. I've yet to hear anything compelling. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, if there's more and I'm missing it, let me know in the comments when you guys watch this. So yeah, we're gonna switch gears here a little bit. We're gonna talk about the big week we had, and talk about politics for a second, and the rest of the show is gonna be on Wendy Williams.